All right. So, let's see. I don't even know where to start, man. There's so much going on right now with this team and the fan base. A lot of frustration and stuff like that, which I can understand. But for once, I'm trying to be optimistic, which I really couldn't be with a coach like Mark Richt, who wouldn't change a quarterback's coach and his offensive play calling, or a coach like Al Golden that wouldn't change the defensive coordinator. We just knew we were stuck, right? But with this new staff, man, and the progressions I really saw against North Carolina, I have a lot of hope. I watched the Canes All Access video with the Manny Diaz show, and Manny Diaz was doing some breakdowns on the offensive line. And I got to tell you, man, our offensive line has been horrid for quite a while, and the plays that they were making, you could tell that there were jumps and strides that they improved on, which really gives me hope. The biggest problem here also is I really want us to win out, like we all do, I'm sure. But factually speaking, man, if we can't stop making key mistakes and whether it be penalties or just missed mistakes, then it's not going to happen, unfortunately. There's I think it was Tommy that said it. I'm worried about the Virginia game myself. Usually you're worried about Florida State because Florida State Miami is what it is. But Florida State is so bad this year that I'm honestly not. And then getting on our secondary with Vandy getting beat and stuff like that, I think our secondary lacks depth and experience. Obviously, there's never an excuse, but when you really break things down, it is what it is, and guys get beat. If you guys remember the Virginia Tech game quite a few years back when Sean Spence was our linebacker, he blew his own play and cost us the Virginia Tech game. That quarterback ran it in and scored, and we lost. And the point I'm trying to make with that is no matter how much of a star you are, sometimes bad things happen and sometimes you get beat, and that really is what it is. And then along with the kicker, I'm all for riding with Baxa. I know that he made a lot of mistakes, but you look at what Mark Richt did with being wishy-washy with Rozier and Perry, and what that did to those players and their performance, because you felt like as a player that your boss, your coach, your mentor was questioning your ability, and that if you play football and you get thrown in that situations like I was when I was a corner in football, it really makes you question yourself, and it's hard for you to focus on your game plan and stuff like that when you're sitting there getting questioned by the people that you depend on to coach, teach, and mentor you, So I'm definitely all for Baxa. He's made 50-yard field goals, and I think a lot of it's mental. I mean, even him in the future right now, this dude's got death threats on his mind. He's got games on his mind, points for field goals, and he's a kid.
Bench him.
Well, look, we have a sports psychologist on the staff.
Bench him.
I've met him personally. Nice guy. I think that they'll nip that in the butt and get him ready psychologically.
Vic,
that's what I was.
So I'm not worried about.
We're going all the way back to LSU last year. He can't make nothing. He sucks.
Bro, I don't even go back